Hello, welcome to the program. Ahead, Optus takes its fight over sports matches on mobile phones to the High Court. Falls in radio ad revenue and a look at the latest ratings. And we find out how MasterChef has been performing for 10. But first, News Corp has turned in a better than expected third quarter profit on higher revenues from its pay TV and movie businesses. This all comes as the company continues to deal with the fallout from the UK phone hacking scandal, with the British parliamentary report last week labelling Rupert Murdoch unfit to run a global company. Our co-host James Manning, editor and publisher of Mediaweek, is here with us now with all the details. James, going through the profit numbers, the commentary on the conference call today, what did you make of it? Yeah,
look, a lot of people listen to these conference calls these days for different reasons. They don't really want to hear about the numbers. They want to, get News Corp's commentary on the troubles they've got in the UK. But the financial numbers stacked up pretty well. Profit was up. As you said, the film sector was going well. The channels business doing well. TV syndication making them some money. Newspapers not so good in Australia, and UK ad revenues down.
All right, we'll have more on this and the market's reaction to it a little later in the program. Did just want to point out what the Chief Operating Officer, Chase Carey, had to say about Rupert Murdoch and that finding from the British parliamentary inquiry that we heard about last week. Here's a bit of what he had to say.
We take these issues very seriously, and our board of directors and management team remain committed to keeping the company on the right track for the future. And lots of work has already been done towards this end. The Select Committee report delivered hard truths, most of which we openly acknowledge. However, I flatly reject the report's notion that Rupert is unfit to run a major media company. That's unjustified and, in many people's opinion, including my own, a purely partisan finding. Rupert has taken great business risks, especially in the UK, where he has led News Corp's heavy investment, building Sky, bringing great content and choice to 10 million homes, and creating 19,000 jobs. We invested in the Times and the Sunday Times, titles that were nearly out of business before Rupert made the decision to save them. He's one of the smartest, most forward-thinking executives of our time, and both the board and I rebuff any notion that he is unfit to run this company.
So, James, the board really getting behind Rupert and also James Murdoch.
Yeah, absolutely. They had a lot of questions from analysts when it came to question and answers, not so many from the press, which they tend to do at these quarterly reports. They were asked about James specifically, if they'd even considered him stepping down from B Sky B and relinquishing some of the control. They said no, hadn't been countenanced. And they also said, look, there's no consideration either and no plan about dropping our shareholding in B Sky B, either selling it down or getting rid of it altogether.
All right. Of course, we'll keep across that one with Ofcom, the UK regulator. Some Levinson inquiry,
some big names to come this week. Rebecca Brooks on Friday, which will be interesting.
Absolutely. Just on publishing, the Sunday Mail here in Australia celebrating 100 years of publishing.
It's a long time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Of course, what got Rupert Murdoch into the newspaper business, of course, for about 40 years ago, I think. He got the News and the Sunday Mail. The News, of course, no longer publishing, but the Sunday Mail still going pretty strong.
Yeah, and just looking at the Global Mail, of course, we spoke about this launching not that long ago, and already the editor-in-chief is leaving.
Yeah, Monica Attard has stepped down, not continuing with it after only about 14 weeks. We had Jane Nichols in here telling us, about their plans, the 5 years funding they've got to establish a bit of a business. Looks like she could be taking over as the sort of editor-in-chief role, presumably continuing as well as the chief executive.
All right. Just looking to the convergence review, because obviously it's only been a week and a half or so that we've had to digest the recommendations from the panel, and the three members, the three authors of the convergence review, been pretty unhappy about how it's been reported.
They have. I don't know if they saw our show last week. They might have added to their grievances. We tried to summarise the 180 pages report, 20 page executive summary. We got it onto one page, but Glenn Boreham's been out in the newspaper, and his other two committee members have all written columns about, they were pretty disappointed with the sort of press reaction and the commentary surrounding the report. I mean, I don't think that was probably a big surprise to them, but it was, apart from any agendas they think the media might have, it was a pretty weighty volume to get through and try and summarise for your readers.